We're usually very united in this audience, but today we're divided.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most infamous times TV shows, fictional or factual, were canceled due to scandals both off and on screen.
Once legendary and now disgraced journalist Charlie Rose out of a job this morning.
Number 30, Bulletproof, canceled because of misconduct allegations. After writing and starring in the film Kidulthood, as well as directing its 2 sequels, Noel Clarke built a reputation for being a champion of diversity and respect in British filmmaking. As such, it made what he was accused of even more shocking.
You good? Yeah, good.
In 2021, shortly after season 3 of his show Bulletproof had aired, and after confirmation that another season was coming, Clarke was accused of misconduct by many women.
They allege Clarke is a serial abuser of women, using his power in the industry to prey on and harass female colleagues.
BAFTA soon suspended Clarke's membership as Bulletproof and other projects he was involved in were canceled. He later took The Guardian, the publication that broke the news of his alleged misconduct, to court for defamation. The judge is set to give the verdict sometime in 2025.
Come, let me talk to you outside. Well, let's go.
Number 29, Wisdom of the Crowd, canceled because of misconduct allegations. Featuring a plot about a tech innovator creating a hub to try and solve his daughter's murder, star Jeremy Piven was seemingly moving away from the comedy roles that brought him fame, such as Entourage.
Next week is the 1-year anniversary of my daughter Mia's death. More accurately, her murder.
However, a few weeks after Wisdom of the Crowd premiered, multiple women came forward to accuse Piven of assault, which he denied. CBS canceled the low-rated Wisdom of the Crowd after the first season ended. Additional allegations of misconduct were made against Piven.
I know that, probably your producers or someone is looking for a soundbite, but it's not about that. It's about taking ownership of your life.
As such, it is no surprise Wisdom of the Crowd has been his last TV role to date.
Don't get me wrong, you were a terrible husband.
That's more like it.
Yes, awful.
Thank you.
Number 28, Australia's Naughtiest home videos, canceled because of offending network owner. There aren't many shows that are canceled while the first episode is airing, but Australia's Naughtiest Home Videos is a unique case.
This is a special presentation from the people who bring you Australia's funniest home videos. As you've just heard, we've fattened up the theme a little.
Similar to America's Funniest Home Videos, but with a more adult, risque spin.
Just look at the size of this woman's ring.
The show was hosted by comedian Doug Mulray. Carrie Packer, who owned the 9 network that broadcast it, was eating dinner when friends told him about the show. After watching it briefly, he was so outraged he called the network to demand it be taken off the air. Viewers were confused as an announcer claimed there was a technical error, and a rerun of Cheers took over. Packer fired many of those involved in the show and banned Mulray for life from the network, which was later rescinded.
Well, there you go. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the program. If not, on behalf of the network, I apologize again.
Number 27, Grace Under Fire, canceled because of erratic star. This sitcom starred Brett Butler as a mother rebuilding her life after divorce and substance issues as she steers her children away from repeating her mistakes.
I just wanted to tell you that it doesn't matter to me whether you win or not, because to me you're the most talented, beautiful little girl in the whole world. Go out there and kill them.
Sadly, Butler shared one trait too many with her character. Shortly after the 3rd season ended, John Paul Stoyer departed the show as rumors that Butler had exposed herself to the minor-aged actor emerged.
I can't believe you invited him. Why does he have to come here?
For the same reason that everything happens in your life, Quentin, to make you miserable.
The constant questions from the media about this led Stoyer to quit acting. Butler's erratic behavior on set led to Julie White's departure after season 4.
I have always wanted to check out New Orleans.
Didn't you spend a week in New Orleans when you were 20?
Yeah, but, I don't remember much after Bourbon Street.
With mounting problems and declining ratings, ABC canceled Grace Under Fire after halting production during the 5th season.
Hello, I'm Henry Bates.
I think I dated your brother Norman.
What does that mean? I hear that all the time.
Psycho.
Loser.
Number 26, Dead Boy Detectives, canceled because of misconduct allegations. Whether it was fans or critics, everyone seemed to love this supernatural detective series.
How about we all just take one of those calming breaths, yeah?
Yes, I knew he was a demon and I let him in, but he must have lied to me. It was like being trapped in a tiny box.
Many praised the diverse cast and the LGBTQIA+ representation. Yet despite all of this good publicity, Netflix canceled Dead Boy Detectives a few months after season 1 ended.
I have something you want.
What could you have to satiate us?
Neil Gaiman, who created the original comic book and was an executive producer on the show, was accused of assault by several women, including former employees and tenants, which he denied.
Several of the women said to us, "We don't want him to be cancelled. We just want him to stop."
This resulted in Gaiman's projects either being ended or him being removed from them. It's uncertain if Dead Boy Detective's cancellation is related to this. However, it seems unlikely that Netflix would want to attract further negative attention by keeping it around.
You never know. I mean, my smile is pretty convincing.
Number 25, The Wonder Years, canceled because star was sued for harassment. As fans watched the final episode of this beloved coming-of-age series, they were left disappointed at the lackluster end.
Thank you. Don't mention it.
As it turns out, the cast and crew were not sure if this would be the series finale of The Wonder Years when filming until it was confirmed later with narration. As claimed by actor Allie Mills in 2018, a lawsuit around that time was a big influence in ending it.
So, this is where you're living, huh?
Why? What's wrong with it?
A costume designer on the show issued a suit against actors Fred Savage and Jason Hervey for harassment, which was settled out of court. The negative publicity caused ABC to cancel the series. While Savage claimed he was innocent, he's been accused multiple times since of similar behavior, one of which got him fired from a Wonder Years reboot in 2022.
A source tells ET that the actor's dismissal was supposed to be an internal matter without publicity.
Number 24, SMILF, canceled because of misconduct allegations. Not only was she the star, but Frankie Shaw was also the creator, the writer, and one of the main directors for the sitcom SMILF.
Where are you going?
Gotta go.
You don't want to watch something?
But she and the series are mainly known for the chaos behind the scenes. In 2018, reports came out of on-set misconduct and violating industry rules.
What's the matter? He has a rash, but I don't know, maybe chickenpox.
This issue grew further when actress Samara Leaving left production following her complaints over an intimate scene after allegations that Shaw purposely put video monitors on despite it supposedly being a closed set. Partway through season 2, ABC announced SMILF's cancellation and that Shaw's production deal with the company was suspended.
Always leave a door open, Bridgie, because you never know when you have to escape.
Number 23, The Jeremy Kyle Show, canceled because guest took own life. Despite this UK talk show getting a lot of criticism for its exploitative format, that didn't stop it from airing for 14 years.
I got the feeling when I spoke to her that she wants to come here and almost draw a line in the sand, prove all those rumours are untrue, prove the baby's yours.
However, in 2019, one particular controversy was too major for The Jeremy Kyle Show to sidestep. Steve Diamond had been a guest to defend himself against cheating accusations. After he failed the polygraph test, the methodology of which has been accused of being heavily flawed, Diamond was harshly criticized by Kyle. A week later, Diamond tragically took his own life. The show was quickly suspended by ITV, which days later went on to cancel it.
Today, ITV issued a statement saying, "Everyone at ITV and The Jeremy Kyle Show is shocked and saddened at the news of the death of a participant in the show."
In 2024, after a previous coroner's report had linked Diamond's death to his treatment on The Jeremy Kyle Show, a follow-up report found no clear connection. Number 22, Heil Honey I'm Home, canceled because it trivialized World War II. Oh boy. If there were an official television Hall of Shame, Heil Honey I'm Home would be one of its first inductees.
Heil Honey me!
What did I do now? Oh, tonight you were making schnitzel. What a joke!
This sitcom had the bizarre plot of Adolf Hitler and Ava Braun living next to a Jewish couple in 1938, played for laughs.
Remember, don't tell Rosa Goldenstein.
It was an absurd decision to even allow the project to be greenlit, let alone make it on TV. With the outrage and accusations that it was trivializing the atrocities committed by Hitler and the Nazis, Heil Honey I'm Home was cancelled by British Satellite Broadcasting and Sky after just one episode.
How about that, babe? Huh? You're living with one slick fury here.
Number 21, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, canceled because of toxic workplace allegations. For the majority of its time on the air, The Ellen DeGeneres Show was one of the most beloved talk programs in the U.S.
I turned 25 times 2.
Congratulations!
If you wanted to see celebrities be more human and relaxed, it was the go-to place. Yet while the famous faces were typically seen having a seemingly lovely time, the crew was not. In 2020, reports came out of a toxic work environment, with higher-ups subjecting them to harassment, racism, and firing them for taking bereavement or medical leave.
Former staffers who used to work at The Ellen Show are coming out of the woodwork sharing their stories. One makeup artist was quoted as saying that when he tried to make small talk with Ellen, she supposedly said, "Who do you think you are? Don't look at me."
With DeGeneres apologizing on air, various executives were fired.
I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show.
However, the controversy caused the show to see a severe ratings plunge. As such, it was announced in 2021 that The Ellen DeGeneres Show would be ending in 2022.
Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I feel the love, and I send it back to you.
Number 20, Flip It Forward, canceled because of controversial beliefs.
When the show was taken from us, our major concern right out of the gate was we have 6 families that came to us to learn how to flip houses. They purchased houses. Right.
David and Jason Benham are 2 conservative Christians from the southeastern U.S. After playing minor league baseball, the brothers became real estate agents and started their own company, attracting the attention of HGTV. They hoped to start a home improvement show with the brothers called Flip It Forward, but the project was canceled before it even got off the ground.
He never wants to get his hands dirty.
The progressive group People for the American Way made public a report condemning David Benham and his, quote, extremist views and actions. This includes making homophobic and anti-Muslim remarks, protesting outside abortion clinics, and trying to get same-sex marriage banned in North Carolina. HGTV canceled the Benham Brothers show the day after the report was published.
But when all of this media firestorm happened around some of my comments, it was too much for them to bear, and they had to make a business decision.
Number 19, All My Baby's Mamas, canceled because of its premise.
My show is about me and what's going on in my life for real.
Another unaired show, All My Baby's Mamas was marketed as, quote, an intimate look at unconventional families with larger-than-life personalities. That's one way to put it.
The show was basically going to be about me showing how I deal with my 11 kids and my 10 baby mothers.
The Oxygen series was going to follow the late rapper CeeLo, who was the dad of 11 children by way of 10 different women. The basic premise was widely criticized, with some arguing that it fell into negative black stereotypes, while others claimed that it romanticized intimate relations with multiple partners. In short, no one was very happy with this one. A petition was immediately created to have the show canceled, and they got their wish when Oxygen decided to drop the program from production. Number 18, Heathers, canceled because of sensitive themes.
Okay, I'm done. Let's just post it and get out of here.
Not so fast. We have to take it from an angle so that it looks like a selfie.
The cancellation of Heathers is a perfect and unbelievably sad symbol of the changing times. The Paramount show was a reboot of the 1989 film of the same name, which followed Veronica, the titular group of high school students, and an outcast who planned on killing popular students and destroying his school. What could be considered a black comedy in 1989 was, unfortunately, all too real in 2018.
If the local police won't do their job and find this monster who's killing our children, and then I will.
The show was pushed back from its original U.S. air date following the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School attack in February, and canceled altogether after the Santa Fe High School incident in May. It finally aired on American TV following an international debut, but the episodes were heavily edited and condensed to account for its sensitive themes. There was never a season 2.
I'm about to save Westerberg.
Number 17, To Catch a Predator, canceled because a target took his own life.
So you're pumped too, huh?
Yeah. So what were you so pumped for? No, not too much.
While it didn't last long, To Catch a Predator was enormously popular. Hosted by Chris Hansen, it saw adults posing as minors online, setting up a sting operation and catching the titular predators who agreed to meet with the child. When said predator arrived at the predetermined location, they were met by Hansen and usually arrested by law enforcement.
Once he gets his clothes back on, he walks outside and is arrested by that camouflaged officer.
Police, One of the show's targets was Louis Bill Conrad, an assistant district attorney who was exchanging lurid pictures with an undercover officer. He took his own life after police served him with a search warrant. The show's handling of the case was met with criticism, and Conrad's estate successfully sued NBC for an undisclosed sum. The show was canceled not long after.
My family and I have experienced a great deal of hurt and sadness over this situation. And I intend to fight as hard and as long as I can to prevent other people from becoming victims of such reckless actions as those taken by your employees.
Number 16, Playmakers, canceled because of pressure from the NFL.
But you mind your damn business. Hey, we just lost to a team that's 0-7. 0 for the season.
In 2003, ESPN wanted to get into original dramatic programming. Enter Playmakers, which followed a fictional football team called the Cougars. The show was enormously successful for the network, becoming their highest-rated program outside of college football and the NFL. But in the end, it was the NFL who killed the program.
You think about your footwork, your release point, your follow-through. And just when you think it can't get any worse,
Playbook for New York.
The league didn't take kindly to the show's depiction of football or the players' personal lives, especially when it came to contentious themes like substance use and legal issues. Executive Vice President Mark Shapiro claimed, quote, "We're not in the business of antagonizing our partner," and had the show canceled after its first season.
Short yardage, long yardage, I come through. And when it's 4th and long in life, sometimes you don't know what to do.
Number 15, Megan Wants a Millionaire, canceled because a contestant murdered his wife.
Ryan?
Sorry, what was the question?
What is your net worth?
Wanting to be a trophy wife, Megan Hauserman became the host of Megan Wants a Millionaire, in which 17 rich men competed to be her husband. One of them was Ryan Jenkins, who eventually placed third. After being eliminated from the show, Jenkins met and married swimsuit model Jasmine Fiore, but on August 15, 2009, Fiore was found dead near a Buena Park dumpster.
Jenkins was last identified Wednesday, leaving his water ski boat in Point Roberts, Washington, and was assumed to have crossed into his native Canada.
The show was put on hiatus out of respect for Fiore's family and the supposedly grieving Jenkins. But just 5 days later, it was announced that Jenkins was being charged with his wife's murder. The show was immediately canceled, and Jenkins took his own life to escape justice.
I'm not going to get physical. I don't
Because that would not turn out well for you.
Number 14, Clone High, canceled because of an offensive depiction.
Check it out. I'm the guy with 2 French fries up his nose. Get it?
A cult classic from Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Bill Lawrence, Clone High is about a school full of young clones. These clones are modeled after famous historical figures, one of them being Mahatma Gandhi, depicted as a big partier who resents the popularity of his clone father.
You know what JFK stands for in my book? Just feigning kindness.
He's got you pegged, Kennedy.
Unfortunately, this depiction was wildly controversial in Gandhi's native India, and over 100 people staged a protest outside of Viacom's India branch. One of the protesters was Gandhi's great-grandson Tushar. MTV canceled the show not long after, and while a revival later aired in 2023, Gandhi is noticeably absent.
Joan, we've lost all control! I'm trying to break the conga line from within, but it's too powerful!
Number 13, Luck, canceled because of numerous horse deaths.
After I do 3 years, you suspect me? I take a fall protecting how many people I have a tape recorder. You got qualms? Absolutely.
This HBO drama had a ton of big names attached to it. It starred Dustin Hoffman, the pilot was directed by Michael Mann, and it was created by David Milch following the wildly successful Deadwood. Set in the world of horse racing, Luck used 50 trained horses throughout production, but 3 didn't make it out alive.
Mr. Escalante, what do you have to say?
What a surprise.
2 died while filming the first season, having been euthanized after breaking their legs. A 3rd horse died during production of the 2nd season, prompting HBO to suspend filming while an investigation took place. They found that it was, quote, impossible to guarantee the safety of the horses and canceled the series.
You did some job.
I did?
Yeah, pissing them off.
with your wise ass chirping about how good you thought this horse was going to run today?
Well, I was just saying something to say something.
Number 12, Kid Nation, canceled because of reported mistreatment.
It is a hard decision, but giving gold stars away, it has to do with who's a hard worker, and I think Nathan just works his butt off.
A very Lord of the Flies-esque experiment. Kid Nation got 40 young people together, plunked them in a New Mexico movie ranch, and let them attempt to create a functioning society without adult supervision, or at least very little of it. It's a fun idea, but the show was mired with controversy, specifically in its treatment towards the participants.
Here you go, Taylor. 25 cents each. And laborers, there's just a little bit of money here, Laurel, sorry.
The contract required them to be available 24 hours a day, which seemingly broke some New Mexico labor laws. Safety concerns were also raised, as one received grease burns and another reportedly drank bleach, although they were immediately treated by medical staff on set. And that's on top of the reported conditions regarding sanitation and hygiene, with all 40 forced to share one outhouse. Unsurprisingly, the show was canceled after just one season.
I was excited that we finally had more restrooms.
It's also nice that we don't really have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Number 11, Sons of Guns, canceled because the host was arrested.
There's no way of knowing what the weapon's truly loaded with. It could be unstable enough that static electricity could set it off.
After serving in the Marines, Will Hayden started a custom weapons shop called Red Jacket Firearms. This shop attracted the attention of the Discovery Channel, who created a program called Sons of Guns. The show followed Hayden and his family as they ran the shop and catered to their customers' needs, creating unique firearms and showing them off to the camera.
Well, I know the Coens are going to be happy with the work we've done. I think we're going to have a nice, long relationship with them.
But the show was canceled after season 5 when Hayden was arrested on charges of sexual abuse and assault involving minors. He was eventually convicted and received 2 life sentences. His sentence also prevents him from receiving parole, meaning he will spend the rest of his life in prison.
I had an 89-year-old woman. I love that show. Your daughter is so sweet. You be nice to her. She keeps you going.
Number 10, The O'Reilly Factor, canceled because of misconduct allegations.
How the Obamacare brawl affects you, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo.
The O'Reilly Factor, a political talk show starring conservative commentator Bill O'Reilly, aired for over 2 decades on Fox News. However, this long run came crashing down in April of 2017 when the New York Times reported that O'Reilly and Fox News had settled 5 sexual harassment lawsuits, dating back 15 years. More than half of the O'Reilly Factor's advertisers pulled their support following the allegations, and O'Reilly was subsequently fired from Fox News on April 19th. The show continued for 3 episodes without O'Reilly, before officially ending on April 21st, 2017.
I've worked for 12 companies. Not one time did I have any interaction with HR, any complaints filed against me.
Number 9, CeeLo Green's The Good Life, canceled because of offensive tweets.
Good morning to you.
CeeLo Green's The Good Life was a reality show that aired for just 6 episodes on TBS, starring everyone's favorite R&B artist, CeeLo Green. Sounds charming and cool, right? Well, he was everyone's favorite R&B artist. And then came the tweets. While pleading no contest to forcing a woman to take an illicit substance, CeeLo Green vented on Twitter and insinuated that only conscious individuals can be sexually assaulted. His show was immediately canceled by TBS, and although a source claimed that it was purely due to low ratings, the timing is extremely suspect.
In that case, good night.
Number 8, House of Cards, canceled because of misconduct allegations.
It's the Hortons, dog. Oh, man, it's not gonna make it.
House of Cards was once Netflix's signature show. But in October 2017, actor Anthony Rapp accused star Kevin Spacey of a sexual advance when Rapp was still a teenager in 1986. Just 12 hours later, Netflix announced that they were canceling House of Cards, and that the upcoming 2018 season would be its last. A few days later, Netflix announced that they were severing all ties with Kevin Spacey, so he would not appear in the final season. And while sources claim Netflix had decided to end House of Cards before Rapp's accusation, many doubt the authenticity of these claims.
I think you're doing the right thing.
Number 7, Politically Incorrect, canceled because of political controversy.
Hi, I'm Bill Maher, and this is Politically Incorrect.
Now, who'd have thought a show called Politically Incorrect would be canceled for being politically incorrect? In an episode dated just 1 week after 9/11, Host Bill Maher and guest Dinesh D'Souza generated controversy by arguing that the terrorists were brave warriors and that the American military were cowards for, quote, lobbing cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away.
We have been the cowards, lobbing cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away. That's cowardly.
That is a
Staying in the airplane when it hits the building. Say what you want about it, not coward.
Advertisers quickly withdrew their support, and the network had a lot of trouble finding advertisers to fund their show. Politically Incorrect was canceled the following June. And while ABC claims that the cancellation was a result of bad ratings, Maher and many others directly blamed the post-9/11 controversy.
I mean, wouldn't it be easy for the president to get on and say to Mr. Bin Laden, here are your points. Let me tell you why you're full of crap.
Number 6. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, canceled because of abuse accusations.
I am Honey Boo Boo Chan. I am a pirate granny superstar.
This was one of those shows that somehow gripped an entire nation, gave its subjects their 15 minutes of fame, and made them immensely wealthy along the way. By August of 2014, the show had aired 48 episodes and 7 specials, and was riding high as one of TLC's most successful programs. However, the show was canceled the following October after it was revealed that the matriarch, June Shannon, was dating the man allegedly responsible for abusing her own daughter 10 years earlier.
He did this to me. Why would you let him come around the girls knowing what he did?
An entire season's worth of episodes went unaired, and Here Comes Honey Boo Boo quickly faded into obscurity. Number 5. Charlie Rose, canceled because of misconduct allegations.
And I'm pleased to have him on this program. Welcome.
Charlie Rose was a long-running talk show in which the titular host interviewed leading writers, politicians, business people, entertainers, and scientists. It was syndicated on PBS for over 25 years, until it was swiftly canceled in November of 2017, after Rose was accused of sexual misconduct.
Charlie is brilliant and kind and talented, and he's also a predator and has some abusive qualities about himself. It's possible to be more than one thing.
Bloomberg Television and PBS immediately announced that they were suspending the show and pulled reruns from the air. The following day, they canceled the show's distribution and severed their ties with Rose. Number 4. Louie, canceled because of misconduct allegations.
I'm 41 and I'm single. Not really single, just alone.
Louie was one of the most critically acclaimed comedies of the last decade. But in November of 2017, the New York Times published a story about sexual misconduct allegations against CK. According to the women in the report, CK had asked them to watch him during inappropriately intimate situations. Despite CK having initially denied the rumors, he finally admitted his transgressions after the Time story was published. While Louie had been on an extended hiatus following the conclusion of Season 5, FX severed all ties with CK following the allegations, essentially ending Louie in the process.
You think we were gonna die right now? I don't know. You think? I don't know, man.
Number 3. Roseanne, canceled because of racist tweet.
What happened?
I thought you were dead.
Roseanne Barr achieved something most TV stars can only dream of. Her beloved sitcom was brought back 20 years after its initial conclusion. It garnered strong if mixed reviews and was an enormous rating success. And then she blew it. Barr took to Twitter to comment on Obama's senior advisor Valerie Jarrett in a very negative way.
Roseanne, you're not gonna believe this, but she tweeted something outrageous. I know, yeah, right.
The tweet obviously generated a ton of outrage, and ABC swiftly canceled Roseanne, stating that her remarks were, quote, abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values. Yep, that's one way to put it.
And it's interesting that ABC holds a higher standard to their employees than apparently the White House does.
Number 2, 19 Kids and Counting, canceled because of abuse accusations. Like Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, 19 Kids and Counting was a ratings smash for TLC that both weirdly mesmerized fans and generated a ton of hate towards its subjects. This show followed the devout Duggar family, which included parents Jim Bob and Michelle, and yes, their 19 children. However, a terrible secret was revealed in 2015. In Touch Weekly revealed a police report from 2006 claiming that the eldest son, Josh Duggar, had behaved inappropriately towards multiple girls, including some of his own sisters, while they were asleep. Many advertisers pulled their support, and TLC quickly canceled the show. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Paula's Best Dishes. Canceled because of racist comments.
I want to apologize to everybody for the wrong that I've done.
Celebrity chef Paula Deen, known for her delicious and super rich Southern comfort cuisine, had a long and successful history with the Food Network. Her first show, Paula's Home Cooking, premiered in 2002, and she followed this up with both Paula's Party and then Paula's Best Dishes. However, Deen found herself in some hot grease when she admitted, during a legal deposition, to having used racial slurs. The Food Network was quick to act. They severed ties with Deen and decided against renewing her contract, ending Paula's Best Dishes and terminating their long relationship with the Queen of Butter.
I've worked hard and I've made mistakes, but that is no excuse.
Did all of these shows deserve to be canceled, or do you think they deserved another chance? Let us know below.
I turned 25 times 2.
Congratulations!